I'm Catherine Sofich with Metro. I'm an avid cyclist using my bike to commute, to recreate, and to get around town. It's a great option because it keeps me healthy, saves me money, and helps the environment. I'm here today to help you cross the I-5 bridge safely by bike. I've consulted two great resources, Metro's new edition of the Bike Fare map and the City of Vancouver's I-5 bridge. Both of these resources provide good route information and safety tips. I've looked at the maps, I've checked the air in my tires, I got my helmet on, and my bike lights work. So let's get started, I'm ready. You have a concrete barrier that protects you, and then a railing on the right side protects you from the water. You can see there's various hazards, loud noise, so to always be aware of pedestrians and bikers coming the opposite direction since it is a narrow path. There's no lights, so if you're going to ride across the bridge in the dark, make sure you have a good light set. Now we're on the downhill part, so you want to just make sure you don't get too much speed going. It's a little tricky right up here because the path is it's more narrow. Whew! The minute you get off the bridge, it's so much more quiet. To stay on Hayden Island and to go shopping in Jansen Beach, I'm going to go left. To go to Portland, I'm going to go to the right. You have to go right. Even though the sign says to go to Vancouver, you need to take that right and go under the underpass. Right now, we are going to Portland. Here we have a couple of options. We could go right and head back across the bridge to the Washington side. This is where you would turn if you were riding from Portland to Vancouver. Right now, we are going left, which is the route to take to go into Portland. This section coming up does require some caution. We have to cross at 2 traffic signals using the crosswalks. Don't turn right before crossing the street. This will put you on the vehicle ramp to I-5. That's bad and dangerous. You'd actually end up in the traffic lane on a northbound bridge. Wait for the walk signal and use a crosswalk to get to the other side. Once we reach the other side, we need to stop and wait for the second signal. Again, make sure that cars see you because a lot of them will be turning right and may not pay attention. To continue heading south toward Delta Park in Portland requires riding on the sidewalk. And this crosswalk does not have a stoplight. So we need to inch our way out, pay attention, go slowly, look both ways. Looks like we're clear. If we're coming from the south heading north to Vancouver, we face the same crossings that we just rode through. Be very careful when going across the last crosswalk. Remember, you need to make sure you go up the curb ramp and stay straight up the path. A number of times I've ridden across this bridge to take advantage of some of the wonderful places in Clark County to go ride your bike. Woo! And the big trucks create lots of wind, so be ready for that. Once we reach the other side of the bridge, slow down. We make a blind turn in front of the Clark Public Utilities building into the street. We may also encounter people walking across the street here, cars making U-turns and pulling in or out of parking spaces. So I've just exited the bridge and I can take a right into downtown Vancouver, or I can take a left onto the waterfront trail. Instead of riding on Columbia Way, I'm going to cross the street and take the path, which is much safer for pedestrians and bikers. Metro encourages biking and walking, and we want you to know that you can cross the I-5 bridge safely on bike. See you on the bike paths!